Thursday evening, April 2nd is today, 2026. Good evening, everyone. This could be called a coincidence. At a time where a lot of terrorist sympathizers are telling Alex Barbir to leave Nigeria or, DSS should arrest him, do this, do that. I know that these people are talking from an angle of frustration that this man is actually leaking secrets, making so many people from around the world to know what is going on in Nigeria. Despite everything they are doing, they never knew that it was even DSS and the police that was even escorting this man. So if actually what they were saying is true, so DSS escorting him, how do they explain the puzzle over there? However, when they were saying all these things, the man left Nigeria back to the United States. However, he did not leave because of people clamoring for his arrest and so on and so forth. That is why I said this could be called a coincidence. So it was a scheduled trip. So the trip was not an emergency trip or scheduled because people are telling him to leave Nigeria. So that is apart. He left a message for Bashir Ahmed and Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, and this is what he said. Bashir and Gumi, now that I have left. I am expecting to see a peaceful Nigeria. No killing, no kidnapping, no burning, no explosion device, no ambushes. Since ISWAP, Fulani, and Boko Haram are your brothers, tell them to take a masjid break. Anyway, yeah, he said that since he left, that he's expecting Sheikh Gumi and Bashir Ahmed to tell the terrorists for them to do what? For them to make peace in Nigeria. And as I speak to you now, this is the peace that Sheikh Gumi, Bashir Ahmed have told them to make. As you are seeing this thing, it happened today in the morning. Villagers flee as terrorists attack Ogiri. Ogiri Geda is in Nasarawa state. Ogiri Geda is in Nasarawa state. And from Ogiri, if you are using bike and the road is smooth, straight, from Ogiri to Aso Rock, someone could ride it with 4 hours bike. From Ogiri in Nasarawa state to Aso Rock, Abuja, if the road is smooth, like there is no issue, regarding the kilometer between Ogiri and Aso Rock, one could just run it for 4 hours. That is to tell you the magnitude of what is going on in Nigeria, how close it is to the seat of power. Now, take a look at the peaceful Nigeria.
Ongoing crisis between Odenigida and Fulani. Right now, people are running. In this morning, you could see women. People are running. I am running. You could see people are running. Fulani in Odenigida, Nasarawa state. Government has to do something this morning. Something is happening. Look at the way people are running. Yes, Fulani just enter Odenigida. Look at the number of people. Yeah. People are running. Look at this old man. People are running. This morning. Look at what is happening in Nasarawa state. Look at what is happening. People are running. Fulani. Look at what is happening. Yeah. Fulani just came in this morning. Look at the people. The whole community are packed in this morning. Today be the 2nd of April. Look at people. All over. Look at people. People are running.
Yes, this is a mass exodus. Mass exodus. It seems like the people are running. You see the way they are running. Guess what? Politicians are clapping. Those who are sponsoring the terrorists are clapping. Why? Because Islamization is working. Jihadism is working. Okay? Many of them made a statement before. They said that it is the ambition to make Nigeria a Sharia state. So it is nothing new. I am not inventing what I'm saying. I'm just repeating what someone like Sani Yerima, so many of these politicians, what they said before is what I'm repeating. Their mission is to make Nigeria a Sharia state, to turn it into a terror stronghold. That is their mission. And you can see, look at how people are running. This is what everybody's supposed to put their mouth. But we have distractions everywhere, here and there. Alex Barbir made a statement. He said, forget Iran, forget Middle East. The real war is going on in Nigeria. I talked about the issue of adaptation, dangerous adaptation. I call it psycho conditioning. Like people who were born and brought up from Nigeria, you have been living in Nigeria, you have not traveled to Benin Republic, you have not even traveled to Ghana, you are not even traveling around the world. You will not understand the difference between Nigeria and other countries. You won't, because you will think that like the situation, the environment will condition your mindset, your brain, to be thinking that the way people are dying, the way people are being kidnapped, that is the real, situation of every country on earth. But fortunately, we're in a global village. You could see the ratings about Nigeria and understand that we are living in one of the most dangerous countries. And everybody is just trying to profit from it. Any solution you offer, as far as it's not bringing money to someone, they will reject it and say, no, that is not the solution. That is not the solution. Let us do it. I'm just laughing. This is serious. It's not a laughing matter. However, the controversial Minister of Defense right now, Christopher Musa, his video is trending where he now come out to exonerate himself from what is going on. And he said to the Nigerian army in Borno State, if you see Boko Haram, kill them. Nothing like this. Just open your fire on them. Well, Christopher Musa, I hope this is not Takia. I hope this is not deception. Because the National Security Advisor Office and your office, it seems that there is a confusion between like your office and his office. Ribadu said these are our brothers. They don't deserve death. Ame made the same statement. But you are the Minister of Defense. You are supposed to be above them. I don't know. But look at what you are saying, contrary to what they said. Where are we going from here? Listen to Christopher Musa.
Business here is to go and look for Boko Haram and kill them. Is that clear? Yes, sir. You don't have to wait for any order from anybody. Any Boko Haram that you find out is your duty, wherever you are deployed, to take them down.
Anyway, I blame Christopher Musa just a little bit for accepting this appointment, knowing fully well the system he's going into. I thought maybe he have what it takes to make a difference. How will Christopher Musa now address NSA, who said that these terrorists doesn't deserve death, that they are brothers? How will Christopher Musa address the people who are under him? The chief of army staff is under him, who said that these people are brothers. And Christopher Musa is saying different thing entirely. I don't blame him because everybody is trying to answer his or her name. Yeah, because the jungle has matured. Nigeria is heading to somewhere. And I am not seeing anything stopping it soon. In fact, the Tinubu's administration is putting more fire, like pushing the trainer at the back. The trainer that don't have brake, they are still pushing it at the back so that the acceleration will increase. So what I'm trying to say, in essence, is that Nigeria have a history of killing their prophets, right from the time after Nigeria was, should I say, free from Britain? Because Nigeria is never free. Up to today, they are not free from Britain. After the so-called independence, the killing started. That led to different kind of agitation you have in Nigeria today. Go and read your history. Until today, the same thing is still going on. And the agitation lingers on. Nobody will fold his or her hand and allow you to continue to kill them. Nobody. And if you want to save people in Nigeria, you must get ready to fight two kinds of people. Number one, you've got to prepare to fight the terrorists, both in the bush and in the office. The second people you have to prepare to fight are the masses. Yes. The masses are always aligning with the oppressors. I'm not saying this because of the issue of Alex Barbir and all, but also many of them, including Nnamdi Kanu. What is his crime? The reason why a lot of people fail to understand Nnamdi Kanu is because they did not listen to him. They believe Nigerian media. Southeastern politicians sponsored talks, sponsor men. They call them IPOP, they call them ESN. They were answering those names. Why? Because they have that agenda to make sure they destroy Nnamdi Kanu. And they were successful. They were able to do it. They did it. Be very careful. Nigeria is under pressure. Under pressure, not just to break, but under pressure, like the kind of tension that is going to erupt tomorrow. Forget about this kind of tensions you are seeing. These people are not giving up. Where you are seeing the attack today is just few kilometers to Abuja. So be careful because the real time and days are ahead.